am I late? I am A on time. And 28 in queue? What? Hey, that looks like someone messed around with it. Alright, that's better. Was I more this way? Nope. Was I more this way? Yep, I was more this way. Yeah, I did a review on the dock that I bought today. Did the recording. So just need to put it all in place and release it as a video later. How you doing, bullets? Dum, dum, dum. Before heading out, I should put on more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shale has prepared for me, I believe. If you would wait outside, I should only need a moment. Alright, take your time. Well, I'm good. I bought, well, my daughter bought me a DisplayPort to HDMI cable today. I needed one so I can connect my PC to my TV. And I didn't realize it had one of those latches on the thing, and I yanked it out so hard that the actual port ripped apart. Great stuff. I just hope I haven't damaged the graphics card port. I didn't realize that there was those latches on it where you have to push the clips in. And I pulled it, I'm pulling it out and I'm thinking, why isn't it coming out? And then I kind of forced it. Waste of 15 quid. It is what it is. We should be coming to a dungeon soon.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Oh, that really suits you.
It's like you're a different person. It looks ideal for a brisk afternoon stroll.
For one so well-traveled to say that, I feel confident it's perfect for exploring the city.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
Did I put the wrong thumbnail on? No way. Fucks. God damn it. Didn't it save my thumbnail? updated. Yep, it's updated. I have no idea why it said that. Or why it did that. Well, it wasn't my error, okay? I don't make those errors. Clearly, this was a PC error.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Sphene.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale.
Yeah, I have no idea why that thumbnail... Why. So normally when I go to select the thumbnail, the one I create is at the top. I'm guessing in my haste to go live, I kind of didn't give it a chance because I just saved it to go from the bottom to the top. Again, I'm just going to blame Minnie because I could hear him upstairs and it was distracting me.
Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
How's everyone's Saturday? Absolutely, he's been messing with my computer for ages now, man. But Taz, you are too late. That has already been fixed. Only one to catch on to that was Bullets in time. That lady wants to talk with Lemity, so while they're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? There are so very many, I can't decide where to begin. And why don't we let Chaos Prime choose? Why do I have to choose? The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty fund registration. Alright. Yeah, I sat down. I sat down today and done a video on the dock that I got, so I will put that together after the stream. Some people might enjoy that. It's a good dock. Hey, Byron. Diplomat and Alexandrian citizen. Let's choose the Nexus Arcade. That's the raid. I still haven't done the raid. There are lots of different shops at the Nexus Arcade selling everything you need. It's always full of people out doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Casper and Lemity a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me about matters great and small. Just like the lady is doing now with Book Them Up. The lady talking to Lamity just came from Tuliolo. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. So this area that we're in now was actually stuck in like some kind of bubble, and there was a massive time displacement. This bubble had only appeared for 6 months to everyone outside the bubble, but inside the bubble 30 years passed. So this NPC over here on the left, though she's got family in the outside world, in here 30 years have passed, but she's got her own family here, so that's crazy, man. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and neighboring Lindblom, but operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us to our new neighbors is gratifying. Man, there's a really cool mod for Final Fantasy IX that Chili was telling me about. So I went to check it out, and it makes a massive difference to Final Fantasy IX, which is what this expansion is based on. And so I went to apply the mod, but I can't do it on the Windows version of Final Fantasy IX, only Steam, because Microsoft decided to encrypt all the files. Like, that is 101, what you don't do. Modding is literally part of PC. Especially considering that our history began with war, the Alexandria and the aggressor, in continuing to strive for peace, Tuliola's leaders have shown great magnanimity, and I can't help but be moved. If you attune to Lane 9, you can teleport back here anytime you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. It makes it easy to get around. That's the mode of travel that utilizes ether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. And after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. It's heartening to see them available again for use of one and all. Hey, Woodpit. In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget my parents. I would never wish to forget my parents, Otis, Zelenia. I want to remember them all. I am reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others. You guys playing anything interesting? Sorry about that. I got a little carried away with the conversation. Did I mess this up? There is no latency. Sorry, I got a little ahead of the conversation. It's alright, Kills Prime and I told her about the places we can see from here. Really? That's great. Right then, why don't we stroll through the residential sector and then stop at Mosaic? We can take a break there. I had a look for that on the Xbox store. I didn't see it. I guess it's Steam only. The reimagined demo. Oh, I couldn't find it. Hey, Susano! We've been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me. Sveen, Kasbran, the two of you go ahead and order first.
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Seems like there was massive layoffs at Square Enix as well. A lot of the community management team got let go, it seems.
Of course. I should warn you though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
Not so much the development teams, but the community teams got slaughtered. That
The
went under the
bitterness
radar.
is the best part. Have you decided as well?
Sweet cocoa, extra creamer. I'll have the same going.
Two Dali coffees then. The beans make for dark roasts that are quite aromatic. I find the sharp flavour invigorating, though a dash of milk can be a wonderful complement.
I mean, you guys have wanted Final Fantasy VII Remake for so long. It would be a shame not to buy it at this, once it's available at this point, right?
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
I still need to play Rebirth. Bought it day one and still haven't played it. I played the demo and that was it.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people.
I will lump you in with all of them.
But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone?
Rip.
I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
Bye, not Queen Sphene.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here.
That cover got blown real quick, man.
Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
Da-na-da-da-na. In search of meaning. Come on, chat, liven up. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Danke. Dankeschön. I'm sorry I'm not being much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. It's quite alright. The people have been through so much, it's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Chaos Prime. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus arcade, but it can probably wait for when we actually need something. In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see on True View. Do you know what? I think this year is going to be the year of RPGs for me. I'm going to be playing... I think I'm just going to try and just finish all the RPGs I've wanted to play. And I get it, that doesn't give for a... some of them aren't great to watch. So I'll try vary it up on streams. But yeah, I want to get through a number of RPGs this year. Still want to go through Final Fantasy 4 After Years, Final Fantasy 5, 6, 9, and then I'm done with the numbered series. I've played them all. There's a couple of other ones that I've started, like the Atelier series that I haven't finished. He looks pale. We need to find him a place to rest. Is there new content for that, Chili? All my characters are maxed. All my stats are maxed. All my weapons are maxed. Me and a friend found one of the challenges that we could do late after we finished the game. And so we just repeated that for like 4 hours. It was giving like so much XP, it's ridiculous. Our weapons would go from like level 1 to like almost max within after just one round, and like within 2 or 3 it would max out the rest. Thank you. I was on the way to attend to some business when the memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger has passed, I know, but the terror lingers. For all the, yeah, we just stumbled across that mission and then we were like, wait a minute, let's do this again. Ooh. So basically one of us went in with like almost maxed out weapon and the other one didn't. I had like 1 or 2 weapons that weren't maxed out, and yeah, the XP just skyrocketed, man. So yeah, we maxed out everything. I really enjoyed that game though. Garland at the beginning was an Asta. For all the comfort I've offered, I had to use a lance to beat him. I've offered others in my work. I can't seem to comfort myself. Really? Chili, do you know if they've actually fixed Final Fantasy 14 on Xbox? Thank you, I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. But where are my manners? My name is Melishite, and I am an usher. An usher? They're the ones who came to those without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility. A storage facility? What for? Henceforth, we must enter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being. I didn't know. I'd heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? If so, we could help. Nah, you're good. I'm not actually here in an official capacity, so I am loath to trouble you further. But since you asked, I shall explain why I've come. No one cares why you've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, literally, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden, but it saddened me to see them discarded like waste. So I began secreting away what I could. Not really. Which Final Fantasy, Taz? Oh, Oh, CES. Actually, yeah. CES, you had Project Ava, which was cool for the waifu lovers. You had the X-Real 1S and the X-Real from Asus collaboration. They were cool. Although the Asus collaborated one and the One Pro are identical in nature, just the refresh rate on the glasses are different. One is 120, the other one's 140. What else was cool at CES? There was a couple of other things. Paper TVs, paper thin TVs were on display, as in literally paper thin, which was crazy. They were cool. Oh, you mean the Handy Pro 2? Yeah, that was sick. That is definitely day one. Oh, they didn't have it before then. Lexar has announced that they're moving into the RAM and DRAM sectors more. China unveiled that they're moving into the RAM sector to try and provide more RAM and kind of steal that market. There wasn't much else. There was a couple of nice monitors that were shown, which I thought was cool. The new Asus laptop, which is basically a dual screen, which was really nice. Couple of controller contraptions, phone contraptions, sorry, that give out a controller, but that's most of the stuff. Hey, Brandon. You do now, Bullets. You do now, buddy. Yeah, what I covered the last stream was the highlights. Those were the best parts. There wasn't much else. I mean, the rest of the stuff were either like adult stuff or just minor stuff that was being shown. That's why I kind of focused that stream around the CES. What I covered was the majority of the cool stuff that was there. Do you want to help too, Chaos Primer? Do I really have to? Deliveries happen to be my specialty. Suppose I can. I'm truly grateful now. There are 4 items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. Chili, how do I unlock the Monster Hunter collaboration fight? In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you've finished, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction. You know, there have been people in Tuliolal who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Brandon, if you watched my video, you would know that already. You wound me for not watching. But no, I've got a good idea of what the 4th game is. Does anyone actually want to know? Or do you want it to be a surprise? It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company. I didn't say anything. Any of you heard of a game called Killin? K-I-L-N. It's by Double Fine. It's, I don't know. I'm not very impressed with that game. I know Double Fine do some weird games. It's a multiplayer game, so that should be what the fourth game is. At least that's what the rumor is at the moment. So there are 4 items in total to deliver. Right, 3 for people on True View and 1 for someone over by the Neon Stain. Let's visit them in that order. I might trouble you to do the talking, Chaos Prime. I fear my voice may betray my identity. Lead the way, we'll be right behind you. No, stupid. Following quests. 13.3. Is that in this hub here where I am right now? So right there. Oh, in Tuliolo. Okay. Where the buildings are all in a row reminds me of the old castle town. Lively as it is here, I can see why oblivion can blend in. The people around Trueview seem scary at first, but most of them are really kind. When I see someone passed out on the street now, I worry if they'll be alright. Is there something you need? Take your package. Ah, so Melishite sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case, but now I find myself wondering about this and that, like how much longer can I afford to muck around with my brothers? But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake and give my regards to Melishite. Okay, I know it's Kite, but I'm just going to keep calling him Melishite. It just works better. DisplayPort. What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. Oh, you brought me the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping that might help me remember, but no such luck it seems. The owner is dead, and they'll never become one of these endless Queensfiend tells us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure what I want to become endless myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether, doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing, so I was happy to receive a Neo regulator, but I only had doubts since then. If Queen Serene herself recommends it, I want to believe that all will be well. But still, sorry, I need to clear my head. I'm not sure, but remember that DLSS 4.5 is a game-by-game basis on performance. It actually performs worse with some games and better with others. So don't just blindly enable DLSS 4.5. Otherwise, you might find that you're actually getting a worse experience and not really being aware of it. So it does require some testing. Oh, hello. Do I know you? I have a package. Ah, so this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It's got me thinking about what we did to Tuliolo. I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people. Not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Lamati, Wuklama would never do that. She and everyone in Tuliolo know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh dear, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's just, I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. That's everyone on tune. Let's continue on. So you can purchase beverages from these machines? That's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. See that, folks? AI should be developed for the benefit of people. Janot's favorite energy tonic is a special formula, not like the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Shell wouldn't let me. This is the game that the PlayStation fans were, you know, cheering on and celebrating. You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Chili, can we get that? Can we get that outfit? I'm gonna guess that that outfit is in the cash shop. Oh, right. This, I can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Ah, I remember now. It was at the infusion station in the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. Oh, I remember him. He was the one that couldn't afford any more souls, right? He was desperate. Yeah, he was desperate for souls. Yeah, I'd buy the outfit if it's available. Red is my favorite color and black just works really well with it. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, the name's Lifanada. I used to fight in the Arcadian, but not anymore. I took Queen Sven's words to heart and found a new job, one where I can put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned, and I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Thanks. It's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents. A sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hubigo besides my father. Liberty once told me that I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts. Think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an endless, I would never throw away this body. Most people would find it hard to do so. I imagine just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. I wonder if there's any hunts going on right now. That would be a cool way for me to max out my gear. I believe that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge, Casper. From what I've seen and heard, displaying the people held their queen in high regard, and the simulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over so very many. Come, let us report to Malachite. He should be back at the north of the recreation zone. Let me have a look on Discord. If I remember where that channel is. I dug it away for a little bit. Centurio Hunts. Mate, I am not jumping to Shiva right now. If they call out the Odin one, I will check out that one. Oh no, those are S ranks. I don't care about S ranks, I want A ranks. Oh, I mean S ranks are good. Oh, interesting. We're in living memory now, right? Living memory. Instance 2. Oh, come on. All right. That was lucky. Potentially, Zana. Oh, that is cool. I like that mount. Where is the first? Wait, I haven't even covered all these areas yet. I feel ashamed. You know what? The hunt starts in like a minute. I should wait. Alright, so these are hunts. Well, just wasn't for me. I tried it years ago. Before I went over to Final Fantasy XI. Those were the two competing at the time. It just wasn't for me. I just couldn't get into it. Not that it's a bad game, I just really couldn't get into it. All right, there we go. There we go. Fly, my minions, fly. It wasn't that. Originally, it was the art style that put me off. I just really wasn't into it. I tried to get immersed in the story, like the whole world, and it just put me off. And then I tried Final Fantasy. Oh, there's a thing over there. Oh, no. Oh God, the pixies. Is that new? Ah, I see. Why did people stop? Jesus, people are talking about Twinternia. Yeah, it's been such a long time since I've played this. It feels refreshing coming back to it after such a long break. What, is there an S rank here? I'm guessing there's an S rank somewhere. I'm guessing that's the SS. Wait, what's an SS rank? That's new? Dude, you need to give me like a crash course on what's new on this game. See, my problem with ESO, I wouldn't mind jumping into ESO. Right? It's not crossplay. Why can't I type? I'm probably not going to make that. Nope, that one's dead. I'll make the next one though. '76 is kind of... So the way 76 works is each version of the game is independent, but you can transfer your progress from one to the other. However, at the same time, any jewels you buy or microtransactions, you know, the currency, it's specific to that, to the platform you bought it on. Nah, missed that one as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I mean, I would have been playing ESO. I would. I know a number of you guys in the Discord want to play ESO as well. So it'd be like perfect. But I'm just against the whole way it's been done. And honestly, that's pretty much why I haven't bothered with it. Oh, rip. That thing one shot me. Man, that was like, bitch, please. So, one negative I found about this dual streaming from YouTube, the delay is nasty that I'm seeing. Nope. So I might have to go back to the traditional way. Then get us all the high top tip info. That's your job now. I wonder if after this I can actually go upgrade some gear. That would be quite nice. I can't do any dungeons I can't do the latest dungeons at the moment, but this should be giving me all the latest stuff. Are you for real? My hunts. My hunts were there. Why am I taking such a beating? Hey, John. I don't get why I'm taking such a beating. These are just A ranks. New player. Must be my gear. There is like no shot I'm gonna make that. That thing is dead before they even landed. I can see them killing it already. Really? You waited until I got hit and then killed it? Scumbaragios. You're level 1? How many more is there? So for those of you that don't know, what these are called hunts. Normally they were designed, originally they were designed for like small group of people to find them in the field and battle them along the way, but the community has found a way to farm them by creating groups all over Discord and I shall pass! And yeah, they all kind of come together to get as many people to get rewards. It's actually pretty cool. Oh, there's building in the game? No! Why? Why would you have to ruin everything for me? I just don't understand why every game now has to have some form of building thing. So it doesn't mean it has to copy everything Minecraft does. Jack Black didn't. I do play on the 1440p monitor, yes. I think we're done. Don't want to go down to. That's where that teleport is going. I don't want to go to Uldar either. Alright, how much did we get? $130. Can I buy anything for that? Is there anything I can get for Poetics that's an upgrade? No, probably not. Of course it does, Tazano. Actually, before I go here, I mean, running games, just running games at 60 FPS and 120 FPS, and you can see the performance difference. Poliolan. I don't know, 144 is fine for me. Let's see, you said... So he's gonna be here. No, it's gonna go down. Bingo. What are you then? New enterprise. Zero thing. Bayside. The White Wanderer. Well, if it isn't Chaos Prime, tell me, do you have a moment? Animal carcasses have been turning up one after the other over in Charlotte, and we've yet to figure out why. We were preparing to launch an investigation, but then we received this. Yeah, what I'm going to do is buy a single stick of 32 gigabyte of RAM, and I'm just going to keep that DDR there, and then slowly, because that's the one that's increasing, right? The rest of the parts aren't really going up, and I'm going to slowly buy the other pieces, and then when RAM prices go down, I will buy the second stick that matches it. A distinctively style to be, and up it to 32. A distinctive style, to be sure, but it's undoubtedly a marked bill, no less peculiar than the client who delivered it. Either too small for a Hestoro, and yet too furry to be a Lalafell. Oh shit. Shots fired. Whatever distant land they hail from, I doubt I've ever heard of it. The build design is certainly different. Looks like prey worth hunting. Lately, there have been sightings of a large beast roaming the plains, which we believe is responsible for the rash of carcasses. From what I've heard, it bears a striking resemblance to the creature depicted on this bill. To be frank, we'd all rest easier if the one who helped fail Valigamanda were the one to take this on, would you lend us your strength? I was yearning for a good hunt. Yeah, it's like 3 times the... I mean, it was about 150 here in the UK. And so now it's kind of just doubled in price, which is crazy, but... Oh, I have a feeling it'll be one to remember now. Now, the client should have all the details you need to get started. No doubt they've been eagerly awaiting a skilled hunter to take on the task. They should be hanging about the tavern in... Yeah, that word. I expect you'll have no trouble finding them. The Wandering Minstrel. Your PC is fine, man. You've got no problems with your PC. It is stupidly expensive right now to buy a RAM, but I have a feeling the prices are still going to go up. That's my concern. And really, the RAM is the only thing holding me back from upgrading my PC. I won't be touching the graphics card. That's fair, but my GPU isn't that bad at the moment. Yes, I'm the feline who put out the bounty on the monster. Are you a hunter? An adventurer, to be precise. Then you must be familiar with monsters of all kinds, in which case I have one I'd ask you to hunt, assuming you're up for it. I mean, even HDMI cables, man. You know, like DisplayPort to HDMI used to be like £5. Now they're £25. It's ridiculous. It's all price gouging at the moment. Everyone's doing it. There's no shortage of cables, but even they're being priced out like ridiculous amounts. Wonderful. You don't seem to have a grand hub for hunters in this land, so I was beginning to lose hope I'd find anyone. I'd better begin by telling you now how I arrived here. It relates to our mark. You understand. The mark in question, none other than Guardian Arkveld. The creature normally resides in the Forbidden Lands. My comrades and I were in the midst of investigating his territory when... a spider-like thing appeared, as if out of nowhere. Before we could make heads or tails of what it was, a cocoon nearby burst open, and from it emerged a newborn Arkveld. The two began to clash in a fierce battle for supremacy. As the battle came to a head, the mysterious invader created a ring glowing with light. Before we knew it, the Guardian had disappeared without a trace. And then all before me turned white. When I came to, I found myself in this land of Torino. Oddly enough, the invader spoke just moments before the flash. I think it said program, loop, upgrade. Ah, Omega. I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing it has to do with why I'm here. I was searching for a way home with my companion when I learned that a Guardian Archveld was wreaking havoc nearby. I thought it best to recruit a hunter to take it down before it could bring ruin to the wilds. Now that you're up to speed, I'd say we'd better get started. But yeah, I mean, I'd really need 64 gig of memory, but honestly, getting one stick of 32 for now is going to be enough. I'm sure this goes without saying, but when tracking prey, it's important to know what signs to look for. Every creature leaves its own unique trail. Guardian Archveld's most distinctive traits are its white coat and scales, as well as the chain-like tendrils on its forelimbs, which it can extend and retract at will to bind its prey. If it doesn't, slice you to pieces first. Whatever ground the beast treads, it's certain to leave behind marks from dragging its tendrils. From what I've heard, it was sighted in an area north of here called Yortanane. Let's see if we can't find signs of its passage. I'm regretfully unfamiliar with the monsters in these parts, so I hope you don't mind taking the lead in our search. I noticed there are quite a few people in this town carrying curious weapons. I took such folk for hunters at first, but it turns out they're members of a group that catches folks up to no good. The Dust Watch, I think they're called. Hunters of my land are no strangers to capturing their quarry either. You know, we use shock or pitfall traps to immobilize the beast, and then unleash a barrage of trank bombs to put them to sleep. I happen to be an expert at laying traps, so I'd be happy to put my talents to use should any fugitives cross our path. A heap of withered weeds, it bears an unmissable resemblance to the plant matter found on tumbleclaws native to the region. I gather these dried weeds were left behind by a monster that uses them to camouflage itself. They certainly bear no connection to Archveld. In the Forbidden Lands, there are creatures called Mimifita that also mimic flowers to hide from predators. I remember this one time, some hunters disguised themselves with headwear in the spitting image of a Mimifita. I'm not pulling your tail when I tell you it was impossible to distinguish them from the real thing. In any case, I don't see signs of Archveld here. Let's keep looking. As I understand it, sandstorms sometimes swept across these plains, is that right? The Forbidden Lands similarly have a tumultuous climate, the environment shifting greatly with the change of seasons. In the fallow period, the land grows barren, so monsters fight over what limited food they can find. Then come the intense weather conditions of the inclemency period, apex predators begin to emerge, making it a very precarious time. But after that comes the period of plenty, when flora and fauna flourish in abundance. No matter the season, there's always something new to discover, bringing fresh excitement with each expedition. A pungent, sticky substance adheres to this clump of yellow hair. Judging by the local fauna, these are likely the remains of a sunbeard gorged upon by a grasslands worm. Not sure what left this behind, but Arkveld has white fur, not yellow. Come to think of it, all guardians have a white coat. Even the guardian variant of Rathalos, Crimson King of the Skies, is clad in white. At least that's what I've heard. But that is neither here nor there. We should get back to our survey. The markings on the ground suggest something massive was dragged across it, with armor-like scales strewn about the area. These scales, I'm certain they came from Guardian Arkveld. To think it came so close to a settlement. Thankfully it turned away, but there's nothing stopping it from coming back. We need to find its lair before anyone gets hurt. With everything we found, I believe we have what we need to locate our prey. If we're to give proper chase, we should call on my comrade, resting back in town. Could I trouble you to gather a few samples before we go? Hey, Klendros. Yo, Calandros, did you see Amief's Resonance Liberation? Ridiculous. My feathered friend here is called a Sacred. Not only does it make for a reliable mount, but it can also carry all the essentials for a hunt, thanks to its sturdy build. And that's not all. It can even memorize a monster's scent and track it down. Try letting it smell what you gathered. Looks like it's picked up the scent. Now it can guide us to Arkveld. There's no time to waste. If you would mount the Sacred and scout out the location of our mark, I'll see to preparations for the hunt. Here, take this link pearl contraption. Managed to barter for it after exchanging a few things with a traveling merchant. With this, we should be able to stay in contact even when we're apart. I mean, that's what stood out for me, the fact that she can fly. That's going to make exploration so much easier. Now then, you need only trust in the Sacred to guide you. I'm sure you'll find Arkveld in no time. Grunts cheerfully. It seems eager for you to climb on its back. The Arven lay dormant within his cocoon for a long time, and guardians have said to be awakened as powerful presence nearby. It may have turned back after approaching the settlement because something even stronger drew its attention. The stormy dome in the distance marks a land dominated by fierce lightning storms, right? I sure hope that's not where Arkveld was headed. What? You found the remains of a monster? Quick, examine the corpse to see if there are any signs it was preyed upon. What does Mornia use? The beast has breathed its last. You see no bite marks on its body, suggesting the creature may not have been attacked as an act of predation. I'd expect as much from a guardian. You see, unlike your average monster, they have no need to eat their prey. I think Arkveld may be fixated on the energies in this place and felling any other monsters that get in its way. Sounds like a Tural Vidral. Interesting. I didn't realize such creatures exist in this land. The world truly is full of limitless wonders. Guardians are a little different, but a creature gaining immense strength from an extraordinarily long life puts me in mind of tempered monsters, very powerful creatures where I'm from. What? That sounds like a turf war. Clearly Arkveld's been on edge since it arrived here. I bet it's lashing out at anything it deems a threat. At this rate, it's going to throw the whole ecosystem out of balance. We have to stop it, but how? Oh, I've got it! Try taking out a pod from the pouch on the secret. You'll know once you've found the right one if it makes your nose wrinkle. It's called a dung pod, and as you've undoubtedly noticed, it possesses a frightfully fetid smell. Whether it's a single monster or even a horde, a well-positioned throw will send even the most rabid beasts packing. It has no effect on guardians, but the scent should be unbearable for whatever Arkveld's fighting. Throw it with everything you've got. Looks like a modified Tiger X. Or a... Or a Nagaku, if that's what, if I remember it called. Final Fantasy. Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he's pissed. I've got my book. You ain't gonna touch me. What do you think you can do to my book? I'm gonna read you a story. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go away. You ain't ready for my story time. That's what I thought. Damn fool. Arkveld fled as well. Perhaps it perceived to it as a threat and returned to its den to recover its strength. While I'm sure you'd love to give chase, I'd like to regroup first. Stay put for just a moment. I'll be there in 2 shakes of a Rathalos's tail. Had that turf war continued, it may have reached nearby settlements. Thank goodness the dung pod worked as well as it did. Arkveld's lair appears to be further ahead. I expect it's recuperating from its battle and won't be emerging anytime soon. While you were searching for the Guardians, I took it upon myself to put together a camping kit. Let's set up shop near Arkveld's lair and prepare for the grueling hunt before us. Proceed to the camp. Yeah. Hey man, I was gonna read it story time, and it was like, nope, I'm out. I ain't got time for that story time. Leave me alone. I'm done. Come make yourself at home. No need to worry about any pesky monsters. I've already checked the area and we're perfectly safe. First things first, we feast. One should never hunt on an empty stomach, as we hunters say. I managed to gather everything we need to have ourselves a barbecue. So let's get to grilling. I like it. I like it. They kept true to Monster Hunter all the way. Delicious. Now with your appetite sated and spirits soaring, I bet you could take on even the mightiest of monsters. Here, take these mega potions as well. They'll come in handy during the hunt. Oh right, we can only use mega potions, right? There's no healing in this. They're a special blend of the potions distributed by the Hunters Guild, mixed with fresh honey harvested by yours truly. Thankfully, we were in a period of plenty just before I was transported here. With that, I think you're all set. Oh, you can heal in this one? The fight with Rathalos you couldn't, right? Allow me to formally make my request. Please hunt Guardian Arkveld and protect the life from these plains. Now, there's obviously no guarantee I'm going to be able to get into the fight, but hopefully we can. During the battle, the Windward Wilds, you'll gain access to the duty action Mega Potion. No, I can't even do it. I don't have enough gear. It's 725. And my... Oh, no. At least it's unlocked. Ripperoonie, I was looking forward to that. My average gear is 696. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. That's all 690, 690. These are 710. Oh. Yeah, that blows. I tried, Susanna. I'm working on getting my gear leveled up. So we will definitely do it once my gear is up there. Oh, that's rubbish. Let's have a look. Not really. I mean, when this came out, everyone was already leveled to that point. I haven't played 14 properly in about a year and a half, pushing to 2 years. I mean, when did this Dawn Trail come out? 1.5 years ago. So it's kind of just me not think. Oh, they released new Bible gear. How much do you want for it? It's actually not bad. It's a bit expensive though. Nah, that's way too much for this gear, man. $2 million! Crazy folks. I was not expecting this to be so expensive. Has AI prices affected this too? Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it to next week. Because the prices are going to go down by next week. Most people would have bought everything and then the prices will crash. No point. That kind of sucks. Where can we buy the tombstone gear from? No, I'm not going to get ornate gear. I don't need ornate gear. I just need something to tide me by. Was it a Ratsat Han? Yeah. I mean, the 3 million was ornate, but 500k for just the body piece? When next week it's going to be 100k? We don't want to be here. It's not living memory. Yeah, why can't I see solution 9 though? At least it's unlocked, so I can get to it. 2,000! I can't even repair my own gear because I haven't leveled up my crafting yet. Wait, shouldn't I be able to do the goldsmith ones then? Oh, well, it's not, they're fine for now. That's not it. Is this the one? Damn, 780. Okay. So I need to get 495 to get one piece. So the body might be... Didn't... For the weapon, don't I need to get something else? It's usually 7 weeks for the weapon, right? How do you get this? Ah, right. I am really far behind on the raid, so that's gonna have to take a step back. Okay, at least I've got a path forward now. I'll do some hunts tomorrow and cap this out. That's discontinued. Is there anything I can use? That's mathematics. How much mathematics do I have? 390. Maybe I can get something from mathematics. Nope. You suck balls. No. No. Let's go speak to Malachite. I think we'll be done there. At least I know what I need to do now. Hey, I don't see you doing any better there, Bullets. When is the next expansion launching? I kind of need to make sure I'm ready for my next marathon. I don't know, maybe the next one is going to be my last one. Probably 2027. 27! Because, you know, every expansion, me and my friend have sat down and we've basically played through the whole expansion within like 2.5 days non-stop. We start from like 9 AM and finish at what, almost midnight, sometimes going into the early hours of the morning, and then rinse and repeat until we finish the story. Thank you for your assistance with this. Every delivery I had planned for today is accounted for. Yeah, it's the one period where the missus just kind of gets all my snacks ready, all the food ready, all my drinks ready, and then she gets the kids and just leaves me alone for like 3 days entirely to my own accord, where me and my friend just no life it for 3 days. It's awesome. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided they did not want the items after all. How was your experience? Everyone accepted their items, but they all felt differently about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner, and another couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see, it's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that we are each of us the sum of moments we've shared with our loved ones. And when they passed away and we lost our memories of those people, we lost a part of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those already taken could be returned to us. Well, my friends, I must resume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid. You see, Bullets? Chili may be the pony of all ponies, but he still has my back. Melachite speaks true. Our memories are what define us. They formed the path we walked to be where we are now. My endless self, I expect, was much alike me in the beginning. But I cannot become like her no more than she could become like me. But once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start from the same place, we all have different journeys. At some point, things like our goals, our ways of thinking are bound to change. And if you look up the leaderboard for #1 player, that's your account? The endless fiend was one possibility, a version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact I did, though. Huh? Is that... Oh shit, busted! Simulant. She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know better, I'd say she wanted us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this, but we might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right? No. No, this is a bad idea. We're being lured into a trap. Honestly, I thought we would have found the... What is it? I thought we would have reached a dungeon by now. I'm surprised we didn't get to a dungeon. The simulant headed into the street over there. The neon stain is that way. Let's hurry. Unless this is the dungeon. Chili, am I coming up to a dungeon yet, or not really?
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Hey, are you all right?
So he didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
You didn't even scratch my shades.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
We're literally there listening, right?
I know that voice. You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping, the key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
Are you stupid? You asked me that after you tried to kill me.
Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments.
Who is he?
'Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it. And sure enough, she did just that.
So she was a puppet all along.
I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry.
Mate, just bitch slap her.
Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Mate, why is Lamity just standing there and not knocking her out?
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew.
Why'd you be okay?
And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
What is the objective of these experiments?
You're speaking to me.
By the way, Chili, is the raid storyline, because I've missed 2 now, are they directly linked to the MSQ or are they side projects like all the others?
Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrode technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people. Calyx, you always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
Well, you're not getting the key. Well, that was interesting. Are you alright, Chaos Prime? Forgive me, I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves. It's frustrating to be so powerless, but perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations. Alright folks, I am getting very hungry, so we are going to call it there. Got some family coming around tomorrow, but I should be live again tomorrow, depending on how videos are going. I've got a couple videos to make, one for a friend for the Anthem project, which isn't on my channel, but I'll get you guys a link if you're interested. Got a hardware review coming potentially tonight, and another one tomorrow, not a hardware review but another video tomorrow. So yeah, busy times. Good to be having things to make videos on. All right folks, thanks so much for hanging out, appreciate it. And if you're enjoying this, do let me know in Discord, and we can continue checking it out. Alright folks, I'm out. Peace.